Hi everyone, back again with me Lavina, and I'm going to be your host for the sessions on Tel's Corner. For this session, I would want to make it a little bit informative with a lot of statistics and numbers. But don't worry guys, I won't make it boring. I promise. Well, right now, what I want to talk about is pasung. I believe some of you listeners, especially if you're not from Indonesia, you're not going to be familiar about this term. Well, pasung is an Indonesian term of chaining up. It is a practice of chaining up a person and locking them up because of their psychological conditions. Pasung happens a lot in rural areas in Indonesia, where the society and community there do not have the adequate information about mental illness. So when suddenly their family members shows abnormalities in behavior and they could not handle them anymore, they will ultimately resort to pasung them. Being pasung means that a lot of them are only living in a small area, for instance, animal cages or pigsties, chained up, and they live, sleep, eat, and defecate there. Being pasung is undoubtedly the most dehumanizing place where a human can live, and most importantly, it will not make them any better, any healthier. Without access to actual health services and medication, their psychological disabilities will only turn worse. Even some social institutions are recorded to also practice pasung for their patients. This is because they are lacking of qualified psychiatrists to treat these patients. The government has recorded that there are over 57,000 cases of pasung throughout the nation, and only 48 licensed public mental institutions are on operations throughout the country, and more than half of it are located only at 4 provinces. Those numbers tells us that access to mental health services is very rare and limited in Indonesia. Therefore, lacking the information about mental disabilities added with no health services equals a very dehumanizing act to aid these patients, which is pasung. And to fight that, the government has done less stellar innovation to improve health services, most importantly to the remote villages. Even though our own lecturer back in 2014, Ms. Nova Rianti Yusuf, and at that time she was still a politician, she has managed to pass the bill for mental health in Indonesia. And we hope in the near future, with the bill is already passed about mental health, with the regulations already set, the government will be able to amp up their focus towards mental health issue in Indonesia, so there will be no more people chained up by their own families, like Pasung. So guys, that is for today's session, and I hope you find the sessions very informative. And for the disclaimer, uh, I shared this story about Pasung Indonesia because I do not want to try to hide about what's the situation here in my own country, and I admitted that my country has not have been the best um, effort to tackle this matter, but from this session, I hope that me being able to share this information to you guys is going to raise awareness for you guys personally first. Then I believe in the future we can aid this together with the government to stop pasung and stop dehumanizing these patients, because what these patients need is not being chained up and treated inhumanly, but what they need is medications and health services from licensed psychiatrists. Thank you for listening. See you guys soon. Bye bye.